who have had no hand in putting on film, capturing dramatic moments such as this for all of us to enjoy through NFL films. As you may have heard, Steve Sable passed away on Tuesday, and each game will begin with a moment of silence this weekend, starting with this one. Here's PA announcer Brian Stickley.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Sable, the artist, storyteller, and creative genius behind NFL films for nearly 50 years, died this week at the age of 69. Please direct your attention to our Panther Vision screens for a salute to this NFL legend.
Ball brings us to a gorgeous night in Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium. And our matchup tonight, the defending Super Bowl champion New York Giants taking on the hometown Carolina Panthers, along with Mike Mayock. These are 2 of 20 teams so far through 2 weeks that are 1-1 on the season. And it's a matchup of Eli Manning, the Super Bowl MVP from a year ago, against Cam Newton, the Offensive Rookie of the Year from last season. And it took all of that Super Bowl savvy by Eli Manning last week in a great second half, come from behind effort again, Mike, to beat Tampa Bay. Might be a little bit harder on him tonight. He doesn't have all his weapons.
Easy's in a little trouble tonight, right? Now, there's an old NFL philosophy, next man up. That will be severely tested tonight. Let's start at tailback. Ahmad Bradshaw out. The good news for the Giants, Andre Brown played well in relief last week. 15 carries, 90 yards, pretty solid in pass protection. Now, wide receiver, they're decimated. Hakeem Nicks out. Dominic Hickson out. And Brad, it's almost eerie. A year ago this weekend, the Giants were so thin at wideout, they flew in Brandon Stokely during the week and started him as their third wide receiver. Now, what happened was a little-known wideout by the name of Victor Cruz exploded on the national scene. 3 catches, 110 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So what they've been preaching all week long in the Giants locker room is, hey, it's an opportunity. Ramses Barden, Ruben Randall, Janelle Jernigan, who's going to step up and take advantage?
Next man up, the man for the Carolina Panthers. Week 1, they couldn't get a ground game going. Last week, Cam Newton and the ground game got going, and it was a huge difference.
The entire offense runs through Cam Newton. A week ago, New Orleans, 41 rushes, 219 yards, and really, it was all about Newton. Zone read, quarterback run option, but where I was most impressed was the pass game. Big arm, can make all the throws, but he beat New Orleans out of the pocket with maturity and decision making.
New York won the toss, and they'll receive in the ballgame. Tonight's game available in HD and Spanish on your SAP channel. Great anticipation in this city about a much improved Carolina Panther team of Ron Rivera in his second season as a head man. And a lot of people think this is a team definitely capable of making the playoffs. On the other side, a guy that's won a couple of Super Bowls, Mr. Steady, Tom Coughlin, his 9th year as the head man of the Giants. David Wilson, the rookie out of Virginia Tech, is back deep. Justin Medlock has got it teed up. Packed house in Charlotte. Here we go. Line drive kick. And they're going to have to let this one roll into the corner and take a knee. So the Giants offense, which was unbelievable in the second half last week, 604 yards, second most in team history, and 510 of that belonged to that man, Eli Manning. That also the second most to Phil Simms in team history. They said, you know what? We'd like to get off to a little bit faster start tonight and not wait till the 4th quarter. Let's see how they do. First down at the 20. And Manning's going to throw on the first play of the game. Eli throws, and it's complete. It's a first down to Victor Cruz, the guy that Mike just talked about. Let's check the offense for the Giants. Beatty starting at tackle. Locklear switches to the other side with Dave Deal out with an injury. Backs and receivers look like this. Brown, Wisnowski, Bennett the big tight end, and Cruz and Barden the wide receivers.
Brad, last week they were in this formation a lot. 2 running backs and a tight end, 2 wideouts.
Manning the quick slant, complete again, out to the 40. And this one's to Barden. So Barden's got his hands wet already.
Yeah, if you're going to play soft and off, Eli Manning is a veteran quarterback that's going to take advantage of it. And I like the fact that the first 2 snaps, who do they go with? Victor Cruz.
Cruz coming off that sensational year last year. 82 catches and over 1,500 yards. Manning changes things at the line. And on the run is Brown with a first down. Nice blocking out front. They got it with a penalty marker out to the 47-yard line. So let's hold on and check the flag.
Offsides, defense, number 95, line up in the neutral zone, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Charles Johnson offside. Giants with some missing pieces tonight, and they're big pieces. Bradshaw, their leading rusher. Nix, who had the huge game. Hickson, who would be the 3rd wide out, and then I mentioned Deal, the tackle, out as well on the front wall.
You know, Brad, they're in pretty good shape. They're in pretty good shape up front offensively because Beatty, who was the starting left tackle heading into the season, goes back to his natural position. They kick Locklear to right tackle, and all the starters have at least 7 years of experience in the NFL.
Robert Frazier, the referee, said that they would take the penalty. It was declined. It's still a first down, and Eli Manning going down as he threw that pass. Charles Johnson with his hands on Eli in the backfield.
Yeah, and just as I say they're okay, watch what happens over here with Locklear on the right side. I think the most natural edge rusher for Carolina is Charles Johnson. He's got a good first step. I like the way he used his hands to get around Locklear. Eli tried to step up, and he got rid of the football.
Got 20 sacks over the last 2 seasons, 9 a year ago. This time, an eye backfield behind Manning on 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, he's saying man coverage on the edges, and now they're rocking the 2 deep.
There's Brown cutting it outside. Down the sideline he goes. Whoa, and a head-on collision with Nakamura in the secondary after a pickup of 31 yards.
Great job by Eli. He changes because he anticipates 2 deep, and the safeties go back, and you want to run the football. Watch right here at the point of attack. Really nice job running through the arm tackle. The block by Cruz gets the edge. Really good job both by Bennett and Cruz, and Brown runs through an arm tackle.
The last 2 weeks over 100 yards. He'd never had a positive yard in his career until last week. Here he is again, trying to bounce it outside. And the Panthers closed the door on him that time. Charles Godfrey made the stop for Carolina. And their defense, we've seen Charles Johnson already applying pressure with the 2 Edwards and Hardy up front. Linebacking core's got a rookie in there, and Kuechly, along with Benson and Anderson. And the back end, you just saw Godfrey in on the tackle, and there's a rookie back there too in Josh Norman. You wonder at some point when Eli Manning's going to try to pick on him.
Yeah, 5th-round kid. That's atypical for a rookie 5th-round quarter to start, and he started every snap so far this season.
And with Sean McDermott, the defensive coordinator, hoping his team can slow down the Giants on this opening drive. Plenty of time for Manning to throw this time to the fullback. And he's run out of bounds about 2 yards shy of the first down by Anderson.
Yeah, just a very veteran move by Eli Manning. He didn't want to force it deep on the corner route. He had to check down to Hynoski and just give it to him.
First 2 weeks, the Panthers allowed opening drive touchdowns. No other team in the league allowed that. They're getting close here, but it's a huge 3rd down upcoming for the Giants. 3rd down and 3.
Entire playbook open to the Giants right now. 3 wide receiver set with 1 tight end.
And that tight end's a big target. Martellus Bennett. Manning goes to him. Touchdown.
That's the guy that needs to step up for the Giants tonight with all the injuries. 9 receptions heading into the season. Really gifted. Originally drafted by the Dallas Cowboys, and he's off here, and he's just going to come right down the seam and win. Working on the safety. When that safety Godfrey squats like that, he's got no shot. He's either got to redirect or slow him down because he's not helping his buddy Nakamura, the other safety, redirect.
Manning's 5th touchdown pass of this young season. The extra point up and good. Opening drive for the defending champion Giants, almost picture perfect. 80 yards in 8 plays. Manning to Bennett, 7-0 Giants. Each of his first 3 games, a first for the Giants. Just kind of a guy in Dallas behind Jason Witten. Now he's one of the guys that they need to be big for them, and he has been.
And Ness, he was one of those, quote, guys with great natural ability who couldn't seem to get it 100% going in Dallas. I think he's played better here in New York. In the future, sky's the limit for this guy.
Joe Adams, a sensational return man in college at Arkansas, gets a shot at this one on the run at the 4. And this isn't Arkansas. Stopped short of the 20-yard line by Keith Rivers. So out comes Cam Newton. Last week, career high 71 rushing yards, a touchdown in the air and 1 on the ground. And so dangerous in both departments. So they'll start at the 18-yard line. Jonathan Stewart has Cam Newton going out, and it's
Wildcat. Here we go.
Angelo Williams in the Wildcat. And across the 20 out to the 23-yard line.
Now, the interesting thing about them going Wildcat is whether Cam's lined up at wide receiver or at quarterback, it really doesn't matter because it's the same blocking scheme with the quarterback running the football. So it's interesting. They extend him out there. And, yeah, you better go cover him because they might throw it up there. He's so gifted an athlete. He made a catch at Auburn in the corner of the end zone on a throwback that blew me away in his college career.
Look at the block. They got a good one out there on the corner. 2nd down and 5. Cam in his normal spot now. Wants to throw. Does. And it's incomplete. Intended for Lewis Murphy. As we take a look at the Panthers up front, they've got a change as well tonight. Gary Williams starting at tackle with Byron Bell out to an injury. Ryan Khalil, maybe the best center in football. Receivers and backs, Tolbert and Williams in the backfield. Olsen the tight end with Smith and LaFell the wideouts.
Yeah, disconnect on that last play between the quarterback and his receiver, Lewis Murphy.
Throw to the outside, and pass interference coming on Corey Webster. Steve Smith, the intended receiver.
Talking about a 3rd and 6 situation, and I thought Webster did a nice job anticipating the throw. That's it. Hands are all over him. There's no question.
The spot foul, automatic, 1st down.
No question. The right arm is wrapped around him. There was a ton of contact while the ball was in the air. I'd love to say it's not pass interference, Ness, but it was.
So 1st down at the 26. Keeps the Panther drive alive. Tolbert in there in the backfield with Williams.
Pistol.
Play action. Pump fake. Deep middle. Complete out to Olsen, the tight end. Out to the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a heck of a catch. He maintains control throughout the whole process. And guys, they're going fast here. Lined up, and here we go. Tempo football.
And on the option, the pitch is left to Williams. And he picks up about 7.
If Steve Smith holds his block for 1 tick longer, that's a touchdown. That's how close they were there. This is a great pitch. We talked about option football. He comes down the line, and right now the pitch goes out That's an arm tackle by Corey Webster. One more hold on that, and it's a touchdown.
Williams into the middle of that defensive line, and Justin Tuck stops him for no gain.
Carolina obviously looking for some tempo here.
They face another third down. Last time they got it by penalty. 3rd down and 3 here.
You take D'Angelo Williams out. Tells me that Mike Colbert, who is their best pass protection guy and one of the best in the league over the last several years, lined up next to Cam. He's in there probably to pass protect.
The 3 receivers to the right, and now Olsen, the tight end, switches back over in a slot. And it's quarterback draw all the way. Newton's going to get dragged down. Nice defensive play by Jason Pierre-Paul.
And that's a planned quarterback run. Watched it on tape all week long, and all they're trying to do is hesitate and let the guard pull, let the back get up in the hole. Look at them stay home. Pierre-Paul doesn't see, quarterback doesn't see a hole. Pierre-Paul forces him outside and has the athletic ability to make the tackle.
Nortman, the rookie, in to punt. And Ruben Randall waits back for the Giants inside the 10. Bounces at the 1 and got to the end zone. With 8.5 remaining first half. 44-yard kick. Giants have got the lead. They've got the ball back when we return. Of what Steve and his dad did for NFL Films is taken for granted. Some of the things you see tonight, the super slow motion, the audio that we've got on the field, all those things, they were the pioneers of that.
Yeah, and I think that's what the world sees. I think what I saw, because I worked out of the NFL Films building, and anybody that knew Steve, whether it was NFL Films, NFL Network, the extended NFL coaches and general managers, feel his loss, because he was one of the nicest men I've ever met in my life. And Steve, we miss you already.
Andre Brown. Steve would have had some slow motion of him belting his way into the secondary for 17 yards.
No doubt about that. They've got Hynoski in the game. Really good lead blocker. Double down. He picks up the outside backer. Good cut by Andre Brown. And watch him get north, secure the football, and run through the arm tackle of Haruki Nakamura.
Wow. He's had a couple of collisions in the secondary so far in this first quarter. At the 36-yard line, first down. Quick throw on the slant. Manning, a nice move by Barden to take it outside, and another big gainer. Pickup of 21.
Really good job by the quarterback getting the ball over Charles Johnson. Slant, the ball's thrown behind, which actually helps him rotate away from the corner. Gamble looking to take advantage of his opportunity. Ramses Barden, Brad, was drafted 4 years ago as a 3rd-round pick. Has not really made a mark as a Giants wide receiver. This is a huge opportunity tonight.
Had 1 catch for 24 yards last week, but 2 big ones here in the first quarter already. Wisniewski back in there at the fullback spot. Draw play, Brown. This time dragged down at the 40-yard line. And you know, until last week, I don't think a lot of people even knew who this guy was, Alex.
Brad, I don't think that even his quarterback really knew who he was. Eli Manning telling me that he doesn't think that he was ever on the same field, not in only a game, but on a practice field too, with running back Andre Brown. One of those great NFL stories. Kid was cut, waived 7 times by 5 different NFL teams over the past couple of years. Comes home to the state that he went to college in at North Carolina State, looking to have a big opportunity tonight. Brad.
Well, he's made the most of this first quarter. Here's a throw out to the guy that just came in to take his spot, David Wilson. And they've been trying to get this rookie out of Virginia Tech some reps. He's still struggling a little bit with pass protection especially, but, man, he's fast when he gets going.
First-round pick, Brad. It's all about trust with coaches and rookie running backs. And he fumbled a ball in the 4th preseason game. He dropped an easy catch last week. He's no good in pass protection yet. So it's about finding him touches without compromising your quarterback.
Brown's back in there flanking Manning in the gun on 3rd down and 5. Eli, plenty of time, throws a dart out complete to Cruz, and it's a first down at the 30-yard line.
Carolina only bringing 4. It's easily picked up by the Giants offensive line. And if you give Eli Manning that much time in a pocket to step up into, look at this pocket right here. Bang. It's beautiful. All day, step up, a corner that's off. Remember, that's a rookie corner in Josh Norman. He's given up a little bit of yardage there. That's stealing right there.
So far, Eli Manning has stolen all but one, 7 out of 8 here in the first quarter. Wants to throw again, a screen pass. One-handed by Brown, but he's brought down by Kuechly, the rookie linebacker out of Boston College.
I thought this is what he did best in college, which was the pass game. Luke Kuechly, number 59 in the middle of your frame, sees it, smells it, sees the guards and tackles pulling. That's just a really good job. 9th pick overall, one-handed catch. But Brad, he's so instinctive, and his physical skill set is phenomenal.
7th play, the Giants' second possession. Manning comes back far sideline, completes it to Randall. Short gain on the play.
Brad, he's carving these guys up like a week ago in the 4th quarter. Remember, we had the bad Eli in the 1st quarter with a couple interceptions, and then in the 4th quarter, he just went off. And right now, you're seeing a Super Bowl winning quarterback in the prime of his career.
3rd down and 8. Biggest 3rd down of the quarter for the Carolina Panther defense.
Nickel package in the game.
That one broken up, intended for Cruz. Nice play by Captain Munnerlyn.
Yeah, they brought pressure, and Munnerlyn undercut the route. Again, good pass protection. Eli just misses him. Watch the cross blitz here. Applewhite coming this way. The pressure, he's got plenty of time. He just doesn't get it out far enough, and Munnerlyn does a great job undercutting the route, getting a hand in front of Cruz.
Lawrence Tynes hasn't missed a field goal this year, 5 for 5, including a 52-yarder. This will be a 47-yard field goal attempt. Kick on the way. That's perfect. Giants tack on 3 more. So they're 2 drives of the ball game, net them 10 points and a 10-point lead. So Carolina in a 10-0 hole here in the first quarter. Tynes, who just hit the field goal, set to kick away. And again, Joe Adams, the rookie, waits for Carolina. He'll get a crack at this one as well. From the 3. And again, he's not going to get to the 20-yard line. 3:40 remaining in the first quarter. Cam Newton and the Panthers offense back in gear when we come back.
Welcome to
Blue skies, Carolina blue skies all day long. And in their blue, the Panthers go to work offensively again inside their own 20-yard line. I almost wore that same thing tonight. Cam Newton in the gun with all his receivers to the top of your screen. Play action, he comes back the other way, batted in the air, almost intercepted by Jason Pierre-Paul. Wow.
Yeah, he was working on Gary Williams. Now remember, Pierre-Paul's working on Gary Williams, who's starting because of Byron Bell right over here. Gary Williams has played guard in his past, not right tackle. Pierre-Paul goes up in the air, knocks it down with the right hand. He elevates to try and catch it. I tell you what, I give Gary Williams a ton of credit trying to come back. He knocks it out of Pierre-Paul's hands. We'll check on the status of Jason when we get back.
3:34 remaining, first quarter, 10-0. Giants in front. Jason Pierre-Paul went off under his own power, so that's good news for the Giants. Meanwhile, 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. D'Angelo Williams, big run out across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Antrell Roll finally brought him down.
Yeah, they bring the right guard, hang Gardner around, and this is a situation where Cam Newton, it's a read. He's either going to give it or he's going to take it and cut up on the same side as the running back. Tremendous read that time because Umanura was caught in no man's land. They got outside him. There's no linebacker scraping over the top, and that's where it puts that defensive end in a bind.
From the 34, the toss to Williams. Got a block on the corner. Knocked out of bounds. Jordan Gross was leading the way there, his left tackle. And believe it or not, look at whose company DeAndre Williams is in. 5.03 per carry, 1,000 carries, Jim Brown and Barry Sanders.
And John,
I didn't mean to chuckle, but
no, I hear you. You wouldn't throw him in there with Jim Brown and Barry Sanders, but he is a former first-round pick, who, along with Jonathan Stewart, who's not playing tonight. Both of them average between 4.6 and 5 yards a carry.
That's their $10 million backfield.
Oh, yeah.
That's not counting Cam Newton. This time Cam keeps it, and he goes down. Justin Tuck, second time that Tuck has held his ground and brought down Cam Newton. And now we got a scuffle going on the far side between Steve Smith and Matthias Kiwanuka. Littlest guy on the field mixing it up with one of the bigger guys.
That's what usually happens in the bars, isn't it? And they've been going at it all night. Okay.
Well, there it's the corner, but Kiwanuka came over later. And
yeah, but these are the two that have been going at it all night, and I don't know what you do here because they're both getting at it. And now here come the fellas. Kiwanuka comes over later and just gives them a little shove, and it starts again.
No flags, no harm, no foul, I guess, and brings up third down at 5.
The danger in the no harm, no foul thing is the players understand they can get away with it. I thought it happened Monday night, and you got to be careful letting that get out of hand.
Jason Pierre-Paul is back in there in a pass rushing situation on third down and 5. Newton, blitz coming on the corner. Cam gets away, trying to get rid of the football, and the pressure got to him. Hosley just stayed with it. Newton running to his left, trying to throw back across his body. It's incomplete, and the Panthers will have to punt again.
And Brad, you called it exactly right, because this is all about J-Ron Hosley coming here. Cam sees it, spins out. He's not used to a guy who's as quick or faster than him chasing him from behind. Hosley impacts that play, and the third-round rookie from Virginia Tech continues to make plays for the Giants.
Nortman to punt for the second time tonight. Kind of a lazy kick. Ruben Randall's going to camp under it at the 23. Spins across the 25. And the Giants will have their third offensive possession coming up. They scored on their first 2. Touchdown and a field goal. And they lead 10-0. NFL Network weekdays starting at 6 Eastern Time. First time the Giants had it, they took it 80 yards in 8 plays and an Eli Manning touchdown pass. The second time 51 yards and a 47-yard field goal. This is their third possession with a 10-0 lead. And it's Brown that takes it out for only a yard to the 29-yard line.
You know, Ness, we talked about guys taking advantage of opportunities, right? And a couple of the young guys for the Giants really have. And I think you start with Andre Brown. Talking about 6 carries for 58 yards, including a 31-yard carry right there. And how about Ramsey Barton? Catches the ball, thrown behind him, rolls, gets up the field for 21. A couple of young guys stepping up, and Carolina needs a stop.
Brown up the middle, weaving his way into the secondary, across the 45, out to the 48-yard line. I don't know how he popped out of the backside of that skirmish, but he did for 19 yards.
Yeah, Charles Johnson beats the tackle Locklear across his face. I thought he was going to be -2 in the backfield right there, but a nice cut, some patience, and look at that hole open up. And Andre Brown at 227 pounds, Brad, is showing nimble feet and an ability to get north-south and break tackles.
And he's showing the entire country that everybody's shaking their head at what Alex said about him being waived 7 times in his career. David Wilson's going to give him a breather. He's spreading out now to the left as a wide receiver. Manning going to go to his fullback across midfield. Wisnowski blasts his way to the 46.
And that's a dude you really don't want to tackle when he has a head of steam after making a catch. I mean, Henry Wisnowski's a load. 6'1", 266 pounds, and there's nowhere to hit him that's not going to hurt you.
Quarter comes to a close. It was all Giants. 158 yards of offense. Eli Manning in quarter number 1 carving up the Panthers. 22 consecutive starts. Rivers and Flacco next in line. If you go, where does that rank all time? Behind Big Brother and Brett Favre.
There's some tough guys right there. People have no idea how many hits a quarterback takes in a game and how good that ice bath feels the next morning.
Look at his last 2 quarters. The fourth quarter against Tampa Bay last week when they battled back to win, and the first quarter tonight where he was 10 out of 12 and threw it to 7 different receivers. Let's see how the second quarter goes.
I'm going to tell you one thing, partner. If Carolina can't stop the run, it's not going to matter.
Right. And they haven't stopped Andre Brown yet. He's the tailback in the eye. Play action. Manning loads. He's down the middle. And another catch by Barden. And another big play, a pickup of 20.
The pass protection has been phenomenal all night long. Watch what happens. Locklear comes out here. Great job. Play action. Now, all of a sudden, you step in and throw the skinny post. And the knock on Barden has been his inability to get off press coverage. That time he beats the rookie, Josh Norman, back to the inside. And at 6'6", he makes an inviting target over the middle.
Now first down from the 25. Brown blasts it into the middle for 3. John Beeson stops him, and now a little pushing and shoving going on again with Edwards involved. Dwan Edwards.
You know, he was a great pickup for this team, and they needed a defensive tackle. Andre Neblett went down, and when the final cuts came out, I was talking to Marty Herney, the general manager. They were targeting Buffalo and Detroit, who both had plenty of defensive tackles, and I really believe he's a key add to that front.
2 tight ends set here for the Giants with Manning in the shotgun. Again, plenty of time to throw. Wide open is Barden again. First down and more. Knocked out of bounds at the 15, making the 10-yard line rather. And 14 more yards for number 13.
I'm just blown away by the pass protection so far. Watch Chris Snee right here, an all-pro right guard. They slide the protection to the left. He stays on his back, on his block. Eli has had all night to throw the football, and I'm telling you, Ness, if you can't stop the run and you can't rush the quarterback, it's going to be a long night here in Carolina for any Panther fan.
Red zone time again for the Giants. Their 3rd straight drive. This the opening one of this second quarter, and they've got it first and goal at the 9. Blitz coming. Draw play, Brown. Heading to the corner with a stiff arm. Got down to the 2-yard line. Josh Norman rode him out, and now he landed kind of funny, and he's slow to get up.
I'm rooting for him to hang in this. What a great opportunity you have tonight. I would hate to see him get hurt. He's taking advantage of the opportunity. He's running hard. Really good call on the draw. They push Frank Alexander up the field. Now, let's see at the very end here. He's trying to, he just falls awkwardly. It looked like with that right knee and hip. He gets almost horse-collared there by Norman.
Nenoski, the fullback, is back in there. Second down and goal. He gets the carry, dives for the goal line, and he's just shy. Juan Edwards went airborne with him to make the stop, along with Kuechly.
Carolina needs to make a play here. Second down, shadow of your own end zone. Hynoski gets a good block. The elevation of the tailback round does not get in the end zone. Number 50, James Anderson, did a heck of a job pushing him back.
At about the 1-foot line. Extra lineman in there, and James Brewer. 2 tight ends. And it'll be Brown in for the touchdown. His second touchdown of the year, his first of the night.
Yeah, James Brewer, a backup offensive tackle who they really like, came in the game on that with the big package, the jumbo package. Right here is Brewer. Watch the block at the point of attack. Hynoski gets his guy, and bang, not a problem.
Not a problem for the Giants offense again for the 3rd time tonight. Extra point is good. Ron Rivera and the Panthers are in some trouble here on their home turf with 12:03 remaining in the first half. Brown from a yard out, and the defending Super Bowl champions lead 17-0. It's 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Andre Brown and Barden, the wide receiver, having banner first halves already. The guys that had to step in for 2 injured starters.
Next man up, right? Take advantage of it, man.
Titans kickoff. Joe Adams will take it 5 yards deep. Hasn't been able to get to the 20 yet.
Nice cut.
This time he does, but that's all he gets, is out to the 20. Sunday, wake up with First on the Field and Game Day Morning. For live reports from game sites and all the latest news and analysis. This Sunday, Buccaneers head coach Greg Schiano sits down with Melissa Stark to discuss their showdown with the Cowboys. First on the Field and Game Day Morning all starts Sunday at 7 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network. This guy's got to get something going, Mike.
You know what, Brad? And I was just going to say that to you. Second-year player. In college, he never panicked. Remember his national championship season? They're down Alabama at half, like 24-0.
Right.
The kid doesn't panic, but the whole team has to just take your time, get a rhythm. There's been no offensive rhythm so far.
This time he throws it right into the hands of Jason Pierre-Paul, who's had his hands on the football more than the receivers for the Panthers have.
He really has. Remember, 65, Gary Williams is usually a guard, and on the short, quick sets, you got to attack the defensive end in his knees. You got to force his hands down. You can't sit there and wait, or Pierre-Paul will just jump all day and knock the football down. You got to attack him right at the knees. Get his hands down.
Pierre-Paul, who had 16.5 sacks last year. And in this case, it's passes defended that he's shining with tonight. Pump fake one way, wanted to throw a screen back the other way, and Newton's going to throw it in the turf.
Oh, frustrated, man.
Let's check in with Alex.
Hey, Brad, well, it might be wise for Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers to take advantage of the Giants' secondary. Corey Webster, the cornerback, taken to the locker room for x-rays on his hand. Don't know exactly where he got injured. Don't know if he'll be able to come back in this game. They're already very thin in the secondary, although they do get back Prince Amukamara tonight. He has been on the field playing here and there, Brad.
That's been a killer for him early in the season, and their defensive coordinator trying to put a patchwork group back there in the secondary.
And Webster, their most consistent defensive back. They are young and inexperienced on the corners.
Steve Smith hasn't had a catch tonight so far. Cam Newton fires down the middle, and he got Brandon LaFell for a big gain out near midfield.
I really believe Brandon LaFell maybe has improved more than any other Carolina Panther in the last couple of years, especially in his route running. Did a nice job finding an opening in the zone, and a real good throw by Manning.
Let's see if that kick starts the Panthers offense a little bit. There's the numbers from a year ago for LaFell. Olsen, the tight end, in motion and now settles on the left side. Here's the zone read. Boy, D'Angelo Williams almost took Cam Newton's hands with him that time.
Yeah, they're at the mesh point, and at the mesh point, the quarterback has to make a decision, and the running backs get antsy. Give me the ball because I want to go. But Cam's trying to he's reading Osi right here, okay? His eyes are on Osi, and he's not sure what to do with it. D'Angelo says, just give me the ball. Cam's trying to take it back. I promised you he's trying to get the football back, and D'Angelo said, I got it.
The cart was getting ahead of the horse there for a second. Second down and 3. Blitz coming on the corner. The run goes to Williams, and he's brought down for a loss of a yard.
Yeah, Umanura destroyed the tight end wham block that time, and the integrity of the play was gone.
Jaquan Williams is the guy that made the stop. And it brings up third down. This is one the Panthers have to have right here. Third down at 4 in Giants territory, trailing by 17 with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, you just made a big play on third down with the long throw to LaFell. You've got to continue this, and you have to get points on the board.
Play action. Newton in trouble, and down he goes. Umanura with the sack. And another opportunity goes by the boards, courtesy of that Giants front defense.
Yeah, and you don't beat Jordan Gross too often with an inside move. Umanura does a great job And there's LaFell breaking away from the corner try, and I thought he had him.
Instead, Nortman to punt again. Fair catch, called for and taken back at the 13-yard line. It's been all Giants so far. Cam Newton, just when he had things rolling a little bit, found himself on his backside. 17-0 New York. If they don't get some pressure on Eli Manning, he won't even have to take his jersey off at the end of this game, and next week it won't even have sweat marks on it.
Yeah, you're right, and it's those guys up front that we just saw. They're running the football and they're protecting Eli. It's a bad combination for the Panthers.
Quick slant, left side.
Wow.
Cruz broke the tackle and got out near the 20-yard line.
Boy, that was a sweet move by Cruz. Now, this is just a quick here. Protection. Bang. Look at all the room around his feet. When a quarterback has room around his feet and vision to see the route, he'll pick you apart like it's a 7-on-7 flag football game. And for Eli Manning, that's exactly what it is. And there's the last play. Good move by Cruz to extend it, but Brad, he's throwing on air, man.
Back to the ground game, and that's been working too with this guy, Brown. And it looks like he's got the first down. 8:25 remaining in the half. Eli Manning, 7 different receivers tonight. Last week wasn't sacked. Tonight 15 drop back, still no sacks.
It's kind of fun to look at all 32 teams and their sack totals because the veteran quarterbacks get rid of the football. They're typically the best in the league at not allowing sacks.
13 out of 15 for Eli Manning in this first half. He'll throw it again. And again, nobody near him as he drills it down the middle to Barden again. And there goes 21 more yards.
How about Ramses Barden? 5th catch. Top of the screen. He's coming down in here. No pressure on the quarterback. He gets inside leverage, breaks it across behind the linebackers. But here's the reason, folks. Eli is standing back there like a Friday afternoon quarterback in the college dorms, and just saying, hey, it's flag football. You can't hit me.
Barden had 9 receptions all of last year. He's got 5 in the first half. Manning waiting. Down the middle, this one's dropped. Martellus Bennett, no, it was Pasco, the tight end. John Beeson, nice job defensively.
And Brad, we've said a couple of times, Carolina needs to do this. Carolina needs to do that. They have yet to do it. They can't move the ball consistently on offense, and it's now time. It's 2nd and long. Ron Rivera, you've got him behind the chains now. You need to take advantage.
They dial up a blitz here. They haven't done that much. They won't here either. On the ground, a cutback by Brown. Penalty marker in the backfield.
Boy, they lost backside contain again. Good job by the tight end, Martellus Bennett, allowing that cutback.
Holding. Offense. Number 85. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat 2nd down.
That's why it was a good block, apparently, right?
Exactly.
Now, the cutback is all contingent about this guy sealing. Look at the right hand up on the pad. That's really not that bad because you're inside the framework of the body. But as soon as he starts reacting away from you, you got to let go because that's when they see the cloth being pulled.
Really the first time the Giants have been in a long yardage situation all night long. 2nd down and 20. Back at the 34-yard line. Manning in the shotgun. Set to throw, steps up in the pocket, fires down the middle, and it's caught by Barden again. And he's got a first down. Another explosive play, 23 yards that time.
Yeah, but John Beeson, a veteran and an all-pro, has got to make this interception. Watch Beeson right here. It goes right through his hands. This is a ball that should not have been thrown. It goes through 2 of them, actually. Munnerlyn, I think, tipped it, which is why Beeson didn't get it. That's one of those throws where I go, that's the bad Eli.
That was a wobbly throw. It ended up in Barden's arms for his 6th catch for 107 yards.
Yeah, I can't blame Barden there. There was too much underneath cover. There was too deep and 5 under there.
Draw play to Brown, dragging tacklers with him. Munnerlyn holding on for dear life, but 5 more yards for Andre Brown.
Wow. You're down 17-0. You got to make that play, Brad. You know.
Yep. Look at the night that Brown and Barden have had. These are 2 of the guys you talked about in the open. And wow, we expected them to be the next man up and maybe shine. I don't think we thought they were going to be shining this much.
Yeah, we talked about it in the open. A year ago this weekend was the coming out party for Victor Cruz. And right now playing the part of Victor Cruz is Ramses Barden.
David Wilson in there flanking Manning now in the shotgun. Eli short throw. And the tight end with a catch. And the first down, it appears, at the 5-minute mark.
I'll tell you, Martellus Bennett has been a huge addition to this offense. Remember, Travis Beckham got hurt on the PUP list. Then Jake Ballard gets hurt. They put him on the injured waived list, and New England picks him up. So General Manager Jerry Reese had to rebuild his tight end squad. They get Martellus Bennett. They draft Adrian Robinson, and the beat goes on.
Draw play. Woo. What a collision in the backfield David Wilson and James Anderson just had. Loss of a couple.
Yeah, really nice job by James Anderson. Comes through untouched. The rookie's fortunate that he didn't lose the football here. He's had some fumbling problems in his past. Good hit, and I give Wilson credit for covering the football with 2 hands. Brad, during training camp, Jerry Reese told me that every day he goes up to David Wilson, he says, no ball security, no job security.
James Anderson led the club in tackles last year. Had a big one right there. 2nd and long, Manning over the middle. Cruz has got the catch, but it's back around the original line of scrimmage. Anderson again made the stop.
But that's okay. It's 2nd and long. You pick up 6 or 7. A, it improves your field goal situation, and B, it gives you a shot at making it on 3rd down.
Yep. Here is that 3rd down. 3rd down and 9. These Panther fans are trying to help out their defense right now.
Ramses Barden down here. This is Cruz in the slot where he's most dangerous.
10th play of the Giants drive. Let's see if they can keep it alive. Looked like there was motion, but Manning comes up throwing, and it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Reuben Randall.
Yeah, and I thought that Will Beatty moved, and that's what Carolina wanted. They wanted a penalty.
Now it's going to give Tynes another crack at a field goal. He's already hit one from 47. This will be from 49. And he's perfect on the year, 6 for 6. Tynes from 49 yards out. Kick on the way, and it is right down the middle. Giants have scored on every possession. 3:13 remaining in the half. America Stadium. 20-0. And celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month with the NFL. Visit NFL.com/Espanol, official Spanish language home of the NFL, for game highlights, fantasy football, and a first look at your team's Hispanic Heritage Month celebration. And all the Thursday night games are available in Spanish.
You going to go with that one there, big guy?
Estadio Bank of America. I'll go with that. You want to try the rest of it?
Gigantes de Nueva York versus the Panthers de Carolina.
Attaboy.
My sister Ellen, who speaks it and teaches it at Washington and Lee, would not be happy with my version there.
The kick deep, and Joe Burns lets this one go as it goes out the back of the end zone. 3:13 remaining in the half. By any language, the Panthers are in a major hole here, 20-0. By that Giants defense. Cam Newton on play action. Now he's in trouble again. He comes back to the far side. Finally got one to Steve Smith. In the 18th play of the ball game, they finally target Steve Smith, and he picks up 13 yards and a first down.
Second-year quarterback with a full field read. Now, I thought he had it over here, and he looked here. What I liked about it is when he decided he didn't have it, he went all the way back the other side of the field. Right here, I thought he had it. What does he do? Pulls the ball down. Now he's going completely to the other side, steps up, first down. That's a big, big advancement for a young second-year player.
On first down the middle to his tight end he goes. And breaking the tackle is Olsen. And Olsen's into Giant territory at the 49-yard line. So 18 more yards, and with 2.5 to go in the half, Carolina has its full complement of timeouts plus a 2-minute warning. And boy, any points they could get here before the break would be big.
Ness, they get a score here, go in with some momentum. It's a different kind of ball game. Good job there hitting Olsen, who they traded for in the offseason.
Cam throws out complete to him again. 9 more yards as he's run out of bounds with 2:08 remaining.
All of a sudden, a little life, a little rhythm.
Alex was telling us about Corey Webster being out as they x-rayed his hand. He's apparently okay because he's back out there.
Yeah, what they've done is in their nickel or their sub package, Webster on one side, Hosley in the middle, and Amukamara on the other side.
2-minute warning in Charlotte. All Giants so far. And does have the Panthers at the Giant 40-yard line. Indeed he will. Second down and a yard. Cam Newton's hit his last 4 passes after starting the game 1 out of 6. This time he rides his tailback and gives it to him. And looks like it's going to be a first down for Mike Tolbert. Mike Tolbert, a guy that packs on 245 pounds on a 5'9" frame. They'll move the sticks to the 39. Let's see if Cam Newton can make it 5 straight completions. Too low for Olsen.
And that's a throw he needs to make, and he knows that. I mean, no pressure, wide open. I think he short-armed it a little bit because Pierre-Paul was elevating again.
Well, when you look at the quarterback comparison, there isn't one so far, considering what Eli Manning has done as he's carved up the Panthers 17 out of 21. Right now he's hoping his defense can keep that 0 on the scoreboard for Carolina. Second down at 10, blitz coming, and this one's blown dead.
False start. Offense. Number 89. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Wow. It's a first penalty. It's a big one on Steve Smith.
You know, head coaches hate offsides or motion penalties on wideouts because all they really have to do is look in at the football. You know, obviously you're looking at coverages and everything else, but that's a damaging penalty.
Makes it second down at 15. Again, the Giants will blitz. Newton loads, fires behind, and intercepted by Hosley. LaFell had a hand on it. Hosley's got it now, going the other way.
It'll be interesting to see if they bring that back because of the contact when he intercepted the football. Now, LaFell is open. Remember, Hosley in the nickel package is the sub defender on the crossing route. Cam puts it behind him. The ball gets tipped, and he trips over the legs of LaFell. I think they're going to have to take a look at this up in the booth. He has possession. He touches him clearly. I think he's got to be down right there.
And there they go. Take a look right now.
By the way, that's 2 passes in a row with kind of wild inaccuracies from Cam Newton. Watch his feet here. Okay. Here's the tip. Way behind LaFell. The catch by Hosley. They touched there. I think Hosley's left hand touched him also. There's the foot. Their feet. I think I see 2 or 3 different surfaces touching there, Brad. I think that's got to come back.
That would be helpful to the Panthers, because right now where they've got it spotted is already field goal range for the Giants at the Panther 35-yard line. So miscue there. A couple of bad throws by Cam Newton, and that's his third interception of the season.
Yeah, let's see if he gets a little sloppy here with his footwork or not, okay? Tolbert steps up. His eyes are down the field. Now he throws across his body this way with his feet going that way. See that front foot? Goes sidearm across his body, and from my perspective, that's why the ball came behind him.
Bob McGrath is the replay official up here. Robert Frazier is the referee on the field. Soon to let us know whether or not the interception's not going to change, but the return yardage we think will.
Yeah, let's take one. Let's see if we can get one more look at the interception, and there's got to be one or two touches there.
So Hosley, a guy starting because of injuries in that secondary and doing a good job. And right now the Giants have totally got the Panthers number, Mike.
Yeah, all three phases of the game, Brad. I mean, number one, I think the star of the game, we're talking about Eli,
right.
We're talking about Andre, we're talking about Ramses. I think the star of the game collectively is the Giants offensive line.
No doubt.
They've opened up holes, they've protected their quarterback, and then on defense, I really give Perry Fuel credit. You come in here against that zone read option attack on a short week, and they've shown great discipline up front.
This is kind of what happened to the Panthers in week one when they couldn't get their ground game going. And so far tonight, same story.
Yeah, and Ron Rivera talked about it. Rob Chudzinski, the offensive coordinator, talked about week one. They were behind the chains the whole time.
Right.
And all of a sudden you look up, it's 3rd and 10, and here they come again. And that's not any way to play in this league.
So again, they're taking a look at not the interception, but whether or not Hosley should have been down where he did a somersault after making the interception.
Yeah, I think when they take this long and they're writing things down, what it means is they want to get the yard line
right.
correct. They want the yard line correct. They want to make sure they know how much time is left. This is coming back.
And as I mentioned, Robert Frazier is our referee tonight. Here's the call.
After further review, after the interception, the defender made contact as he was going down to the ground. Therefore, he's down at contact. It will be New York's ball at the 41-yard line. Clock operator, please reset the game clock to 1 minute and 25 seconds.
Possession, there's a touch right there. Look at the feet. There's a cross the feet hit right there. There's another contact with the feet. I mean, from my perspective, that was pretty obvious.
They got it all right. So back it comes to the 41-yard line. The problem for the Panthers defense is there's still 1 minute and 25 seconds left in the quarter, and Eli Manning's on the other team.
Yeah, and he's got 3 timeouts, not to mention. So now Eli goes into attack mode.
Hey, off!
He will attack. Deep middle. Boy, that's been there all night, and it's the same guy again, Barden. 16 more yards.
He's getting in behind the linebackers, in front of the safeties, playing a soft zone, and Barden's just having a big day.
Over 100 yards in the first half for Barden. Eli looking for more. Finally, they get some pressure on him. Scrambles out of the pocket. He's going to keep it, head to the sideline, and get out of bounds. And he got a yard out of it.
Yeah, Frank Alexander beat Chris Snee that time. Immediate pressure up the middle with a quarterback like Eli hates it. Immediate pressure up the middle. Good move by Alexander right up the middle. Forces him out. Eli's not a great athlete. He's a great quarterback, but he's not a great athlete. Does the smart thing, gets out of bounds.
Fast enough to outrun those guys for a yard to the sideline and the 42-yard line. 2nd down and 9 again. The Giants have all their timeouts to work with.
Wait.
Manning pressured a little bit again from the backside, threw it down the middle. That one should have been intercepted in the secondary by Godfrey.
Be interesting to see here whether or not the under coverage gets a piece of this ball. Both Munnerlyn and Beeson broke on the football. You're going to see from behind now. Beeson's here. Munnerlyn's going to come from that side. Eli steps up and through. The ball's a little bit high, but Cruz probably should have had it. And then the tip goes right through Godfrey's hand.
3rd down and 9. Manning again, a wall in front of him, deep in the middle, and Godfrey maybe should have had another one. Incomplete.
You know, a quarterback has got to trust his receivers, and that time Martellus Bennett basically stopped his route. Watch 85 up here. He's going to come down, see coverage. He just stops right there. Eli's anticipating he's going to run through Beeson, and he's throwing it off Beeson's front shoulder.
You know, here's the first punt of the night for the Giants. Weatherford is going to let this one go, and the Giants are going to down it inside the 10. So the Giants finally had to punt, but it came with around 40 seconds remaining in the half. Thursday Night Football next week. AFC North rivalry coming off a 100-yard effort. Trent Richardson leads the Browns into Baltimore to face the NFL's second leading rusher from a year ago, Ray Rice and the Ravens. Thursday Night Football next Thursday, 8 Eastern. Browns and Ravens on NFL Network.
There's the conversation right there. Hey, you got to run your route all the way. I'm anticipating you clearing the underneath coverage. I like that. Eli, he and Bennett are still trying to get on the same page together.
The Tolbert out to the 12.
You know, Brad, you mentioned our game next week. I'm going to give you one stat about the AFC North from last year. All 4 teams in the AFC North were in the top 9 in points allowed. I mean, to me, that's the new black and blue division. They play tough. They play great defense. I'm really excited to see a physical, fun game next week.
Fans here at Bank of America Stadium are not having too much fun, and they're showing their displeasure that the Panthers aren't trying to do something offensively as the first half comes to a close. Well, they packed the place on a beautiful night, but it hadn't been pretty for the Panthers. End of the first half. 20-0. Stay tuned. Rich and the guys with the Lexus halftime show is coming up next. Just about set to start the third quarter here in Charlotte.